Finally, the London Marathon has been completed. All the runners have done well, and the guy I'm looking for, two guys, Sandesh and Hari, they did really good job. The Hari did 2 hours 35 minutes, and whereas Sandesh did 2 hours 32 minutes, which is fastest time in Nepalese community in UK. I'm very impressed.
Welcome to our two new runners, Sandesh Rai and Hari Beckham. They have very good marathon background. They did very well in London Marathon this year, also in Fleet Half Marathon this year, and they have very good running background. They have a solid base, a running base. So Sandesh Rai and I thought they are the best candidate. So we approached them with the idea and asked them what they think about this year's challenge, and they kindly accepted the idea. So yeah, we are excited that they are joining us this year.
Hello, Namaste. I'm Harim Limbu. I'm a road runner. I'm a member of Nepal Run Club UK. I like to do road running races up to marathon distance. So far I've done 3 marathon, 2 London and 1 Manchester. I've also done a few local half marathon and 10k races. I also like to go to park run in my local town, Basingstoke, every Saturday. During my free time, I like to go swimming, cycling, and also like to play badminton with my friends and family. My running journey, I still remember when I was 10 years old, my friend, he used to take me out for a run quite early in the morning. He wanted to lose weight, so I always go out for a run, tag along with him and go out for running in the morning. And back when I was 20 years old, I was overweight, and in order to lose weight, I've decided to go to gym, do running, cycling and swimming. My actual running journey started during the COVID time. At that time, we didn't have anywhere else to go. Just to keep myself fit and occupied, I used to go out for a run every day. After the COVID time, one of the running community called Runnable, they introduced me and gave me an opportunity to do London Big Half. Since then, they also gave me an opportunity to do London full marathon. After that, I've done few other races and also quite regular in my local park runs. Since then, my running journey has continued. I would say if you are into running, if you love running, then whether it is road or trail, you like it. I like trail running as well because when you go out in a trail, it gives some sort of different sensation. You able to feel the nature, and it's quite refreshing. For example, if you go out for a run in the road, you see cars, you see people, it's quite different. However, if you go out in a trail, you feel like you are in the nature, you feel refreshed, and that's the one thing I like about the trail. From the previous Trailwalker, the lesson I've learned is, so you have to strictly follow the running program. That's the one that's quite important. You have to keep your mileage on your legs, so just to train yourself and in order to prepare yourself to do that sort of distance. And also feeling wise, what I've learned from previous experiences is that you need to have a good feeling. Nutrition, you need to focus on the nutrition. That's what's the important part that will keep on going. Otherwise you will hit the wall. And make sure, I also learned that you need to have a good supporter. They know each and every things about you. This year we will have a good supporter as well, and then they know everything about us, how we feel and how we are doing in the races, and that's the important part. And the lesson I learned is that we need to have a good training program, good nutrition, and also a good supporter to keep us going. I believe we can break the record. Every records are meant to be broken. This year we have a very, very strong team. I'm quite certain that we can able to achieve our goal.
Where is Sandes? Has anyone seen him?
I haven't seen Sandy since we went to Malingo about 2 months ago.
I've been looking for him, but I can't find him. And now I've come for holiday and he won't even come visit me.
Namaste, my name is Sandes Rai. I'm one of the co-founders of Rushmore Nepali Running Club, also known as RNRC. I've been running for quite some time now, but I did my first ever race back in 2017. That was my first marathon, and since then I've kind of been on and off, but I think it was in the last 2 to 3 years since I've really taken running a bit more seriously. And this year I'll be taking on the Gurkha Welfare Trust 100k Trailwalker along with my team. Okay, so unfortunately for me, I've actually hit the wall many times on my marathons, and I would say that nutrition is one of the hardest things to get right. So you do have to kind of trial and error on your training blocks, especially on your long runs, to see what works for you and what doesn't. And for me, I've kind of gone through a lot of food and drinks that works for me and what doesn't, so that on the race day I can perform to my best. And I think this year, especially in the London Marathon, I was lucky enough to hit my target time, and I think the best thing, or one of the key aspects, was because I got my nutrition right. So I think staying focused and staying positive does play a big role for us on race day. I think especially on our long runs together, when we train on the race course itself, it'll be really important to see how we feel on certain parts of the course and make sure we know how to tackle them. That way I think we'll be more confident, and that way we can also stay focused along the course. I think I can't promise that we'll all be positive throughout the whole race, just because it's going to be such a challenge mentally and physically. But I think having our friends and family and all the supporters come down will be a big boost for us. So I think that will kind of give us a good refresh and kind of mental boost. So I think we'll be relying on others quite a bit. So I think the biggest challenge obviously is the distance. It's a distance that I'm very kind of unfamiliar with, but I think being with a team who has overcome the distance multiple times, I do feel slightly reassured. And I guess it all depends on the training. Like, we will have to train hard obviously, but also work up to close to the 100k distance. So I think if we get the training right and if we have a good day, then I think we'll overcome it quite well. Okay, so to be totally honest, I actually don't know if we can break the record time, just because for me the distance is still quite new. It's kind of unfamiliar territory for me, but I think we're going to train as if we are. That means we'll train at a pace that is a record-breaking time, but I don't know. Do you think we can beat it? I think if we're going for a record-breaking time, then we kind of need to be at our peak, and to be in our peak we have to give 110% in our training. And this kind of means that we have to do hundreds of miles back to back for weeks on end. And the only way we can kind of sustain that, I think, will be if we really, really look after our bodies and listen to them. This might mean that sometimes we might skip a long run just because we need that extra day to kind of recover. So in a way, it will almost be a miracle just getting at the start line in one piece. So for that reason, I think our recovery days and taking our easy runs really, really easy will be super important. But I think, you know, with the guidance of these experienced runners alongside, I think me and the team will be okay. So we've got our first race next week. It's the 40 miler down in Stroud. Personally, I'm really excited because it'll be my first official ultra if I, complete it this time. And we'll be kind of using it to see where our fitness is at and to see how we get along in the ultra distance running together. And I'm really looking forward to it. So see you in a week's time.